With mortgage rates at their highest so far this year, affordability is a challenge and something's got to give. In this scenario, it's likely going to be prices. Join me for a quick run through of the very latest stats and trends for Portland Metro real estate. The average sale price increased by 3% from the previous week, but it also dipped below last year's number, not by much, less than 1% lower than last year's number, but looking backwards, we're seeing a bit of a trend with 3 weeks of weakening numbers compared to last year at this time. I suspect that this trend will continue as we start to see the effects of rising interest rates that kicked off in the beginning of April. Buyer demand was down from the previous week's number, but still not terrible. The number of purchase agreements agreed to by buyers and sellers last week came in a bit lower at 629. We're still within the range that we've been seeing for the last couple of months. However, this number is below what we were experiencing last year at this time by about 8%. On the other hand, one of our other measures of high intent buyers out looking at homes with their agents, the number of lockbox opens, that number wasn't too bad. The year-over-year numbers were stronger than what we've been seeing recently. Compared to last year, it was only down by 6% in Oregon, and in Washington, it was up by 18%. So buyers are out, but it seems like they're taking their time with writing offers. The supply numbers continue to grow in Portland Metro real estate. We're still seeing more homes hit the market this year than last year at this time. Buyers now have about 44% more homes to choose from versus last year's relatively meager selection. Keep in mind that this is for our metro-wide sample, which is the full metro area, both Oregon and Washington, suburbs and all. There are definitely areas and segments of the market where inventory is tighter than a tick, so check in with me if you're curious about what's going on in your own area. We saw a jump in bank-owned homes on the market last week. That number moderated just a little bit this week, but it's still on the higher end of what we've typically been seeing since the end of the foreclosure moratorium. Due to some changes in Oregon's foreclosure law, there may be a bit of a backlog of homes in foreclosure that could start hitting the market. So that's something that I'll definitely continue to keep an eye on. The big story each week seems to be in mortgage rates. They have been creeping down from last week's high mark, which was the highest rate we've seen so far this year. And after some softer than expected remarks from Chairman Powell of the Fed Board after their meeting this week, rates did recede from 7% down to about 6.75% at the most competitive rate. Many lenders, of course, are still in the mid to high sevens. We are waiting for the April jobs report to come out Friday, which of course is the day that I publish this update. So if there are any last minute updates, I will post them right up here. Anything? Well, let's move on and wrap this one up. Thank you so much for joining me for this week's rundown. I really do appreciate it. Whether you're buying, selling, or just plain nervous about the market, your equity, or your future plans, be sure to follow and subscribe. Have a great weekend, and I will catch you here, same time, next week.